Michelle Heaton shares how a night out with Katie Price helped her throughout her alcoholism fight when she hit rock bottom after her hysterectomy. Michelle Heaton has confessed that a night out with Katie Price made her realize it was time to embrace sobriety. The Liberty X singer, 45, is now 4 years sober after she nearly died and was hospitalized in 2021 during her fight with drink. At the height of her addiction, the singer drank 2 bottles of wine and a bottle of vodka practically every day, but it wasn't until an outing with her glamour model friend, 47, that she realized it was time to treat her problem. During an interview with Daily Mail, Michelle explained that she had already admitted that she had a problem, but didn't feel able to confide in anyone. She explained, "There were many occasions when I wanted to quit drinking, but I couldn't, and then I didn't want to tell anybody I couldn't because I'd already told them I was stopping. It was frustrating thinking, why can't I stop? I can't tell anybody because no one's going to have the same problem. So I was out with a couple buddies, and one was Katie, and they weren't drinking." Michelle continued, "It made me wonder what the F***K? I've come here to have a nice time. But I wasn't having a good time, that's the point. The drink was not giving me any joy. And then I simply thought, God, if they can do it, if she can do it, if they could be sober, what did they do? And then as soon as I realized I needed help, aid was always there." Katie went sober for a year after a visit at the Priory Rehab Clinic, where she was getting treatment for a post-traumatic stress disorder. Michelle's troubles with alcoholism began during her time in Liberty X, where she said there were times the band would be in the bar drinking in the mornings before going on TV shows. She added, "I never felt I could perform without having a drink since I suffer from imposter syndrome. I felt I needed a drink to squash the nerves. So the first few performances I played after coming out of rehab were so different. I got this high afterwards I'd never felt before since I'd always buried it with drink." Michelle noted that treatment not only helped her with her drinking, but with dealing with how reactive she used to be, as well as training her to establish limits. "I've allowed myself to be in circumstances I should never have been in," she explained. "I said yes to anything, to staying out all night, to partying with people I just met. I had absolutely zero boundaries. That's not good, not just on an alcohol side, but with my pride, my self-esteem, and my self-worth. So with treatment and recognizing what type of things I had let pass, the narrative that's changed going forward is tremendous. I don't get it perfect. I kick off sometimes. Life can get dirty and I lose my temper and shout, sure. But before my reaction to the minor things would be disastrous. And now I've also learned how to say no." While Michelle confesses she has an addicted nature and has had a problematic relationship with alcohol, her drinking spiraled after she underwent a full hysterectomy at the age of 35. She discovered she had the BRCA2 mutant gene, giving her a higher risk of acquiring cancer. Michelle decided to have a prophylactic double mastectomy, before then also enduring a hysterectomy, a medical operation to remove the womb to lower her chance of ovarian cancer. She explained, "I had an 85% risk, therefore it was an easy decision. I didn't think about the implications or what that may look like, and the way I coped with that wasn't right. Not that I would have altered things. We had already been blessed with 2 healthy babies, but it affected my life, going through the menopause so early. I don't blame that for being an alcoholic, but it was clearly a spark to how rapidly it developed after that. Nobody can see your hormones or comprehend what you're going through, and at that age with my peers, nobody really wanted to talk about it. I found myself not fitting in. I didn't want to go out. I felt as **T about myself. I didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to look at anybody, and drinking was my way out." Michelle has daughter Faith, 13, and son AJ, 10, with husband Hugh Hanley, and claims she has had chats with Faith about the BRCA2 mutation, because she is at danger of having it. She is aware that at some point she could want to get tested, so it's never going to be a shock, Michelle revealed. "We don't bring it up often, but if it's come up in conversation, I tell her you might want to get checked, but technology and medicine have evolved so much you might not need to do anything. I've told her even if you did have it, you might never need to undergo a hysterectomy and perhaps a double mastectomy. But if I was talking about it 10 years ago, I would have come out in tears. It's heartbreaking. You feel guilty. My dad even feels guilty even though you know it was his mom who carried the gene. Currently, Michelle is training for her upcoming production, Ultimate Girl Band Show, which opens out in January in Hornchurch and concludes in October in Chatham. The Liberty X star is touring the UK with West End vocalists for a concert that celebrates the biggest anthems from the world's most popular girl bands, including Spice Girls, TLC, and Pussycat Dolls. Discussing the concert, Michelle shared, "I've been waiting for almost 14 years to conduct a tour. It was never the perfect time because of the kids. I still gig with Liberty X, but to go out on tour and commit to a lengthy time, I had to wait till the kids were at high school because my husband works full-time. I just want to have fun on stage and sing songs that inspire women. It's a good one for me, and I just feel incredibly privileged that I get to go out and do what I love.